YouTube? It's your boy Will the Drill, and I'm back for another video. We got another video for y'all. This is a little different one. I'm gonna do some discussions today for you guys. Y'all know I'm a big NBA fan. I had a video that I did last year for the NBA Finals prediction. Got my first 100 views on that video. Actually, if y'all want to know, well, now we got 100 views on every video. Now we getting 1,000 videos. So this year, I'm gonna do a prediction before the playoffs even start. It starts today. The play-in is today. If you see me look over here, I'm looking at the whole bracket right here. So today we have, it's a little wrong though, but today we have, oh, this is the wrong bracket. Let me see if I can find a better one. If I can find a better one. Oh. Here we go. Today we have the Lakers playing. Actually, we had the first game. We have Miami Heat versus the Hawks at 7 o'clock. And then after that, at 10 o'clock, the Lakers versus the Timberwolves. As you don't know, the Timberwolves, we're going to start out with that game. The Timberwolves have an injury because one of their best players, one of their best perimeter defenders, Jaden McDaniels, was going to break his hand punching the wall. So he's out. And also, Rudy Gobert punched his teammate, so now he's out. So now that they're out, two key players, two starters, and I believe that the Lakers will win this game and advance to play the Grizzlies in the first round. Timberwolves, I don't know if this is the end of their season because of those last game of the year. There's a lot of stuff that's going on, but we'll see what they do in my prediction for that game. So then, all right, so then I have the Lakers tonight advancing to play the Grizzlies, the 2 seed. All right, now we're going to go to Miami Heat versus the Hawks. The Hawks have been having, after trading for DeJounte Murray, they haven't not having, the greatest year. You would think they'll be better from what they did last year, and they actually kind of just been mid. And they're in, the same spot they was in last year. So I have them falling to Miami Heat in this game. Heat just has a better overall team, better defensive-minded players, and I think maybe Trae Young gets traded in offseason. So I have Miami Heat playing Boston Celtics in a conference finals rematch, which I would love to see again. Because if y'all don't know, last year I had Miami Heat go all the way last year. All right, let's see. We got a rematch. All right, now we're gonna see. Tomorrow we have the New Orleans Pelicans versus the OKC Thunder, and the Chicago Bulls versus Toronto Raptors. I haven't really been watching too much of the Bulls in Toronto this year. I think Toronto's been that team that's been they're good enough to make it, but they want to make some changes but they don't want to rebuild also. So I'm going to give it to the Bulls. I know that might be an upset, but I believe the Bulls can win that game. They have with the better players, and I think Patrick Beverly, he didn't change much there, but ever since he's been on that team, they've been treading upwards, and I think the Bulls can win that game. So I have the Bulls going to play the Hawks. And with the lingering injury of Zion coming back, playing injured, I have OKC, who I feel right now is a better complete team, with being I think the youngest team in the league at the moment. A great team. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's having an MVP caliber year, an amazing year. And I think he can lead the OKC Thunder to play against the Timberwolves. All right. Now we have the Timberwolves versus OKC, and then we have the Bulls versus the Hawks. I'm going to do Bulls and Hawks first, and I think the Hawks win this one. I think the Hawks get that Neji win out. I think they barely win it, but I think they get that win, and they face Milwaukee Bucks in the first round. All right. I think the upset here, I think OKC beats the Timberwolves with them not having all the players. And Lou Dort can really put the clamps on Anthony Edwards. And I think OKC wins this game and they face the Nuggets first round. And then we have our bracket set. We're going to have the Denver Nuggets versus OKC. The Suns versus the Clippers. The Kings, for the first time, I think since 2009 or 2006, don't quote me on that one, will face the Warriors. The Grizzlies versus the Lakers on the West. And on the East, we have the Milwaukee Bucks versus, Who did I say? Milwaukee Bucks versus the Hawks. The Cavs versus the Knicks. The Sixers versus the Nets. And Boston versus Miami. All right, we're going to start out with the first seed. I have OKC winning one game against the Nuggets, and I have the Nuggets winning in 5 games. They're right now, in my opinion, the best team in the league right now. They have the most depth on the team besides the Clippers. They have at least two people that can start from all positions. You got maybe MVP in Nikola Jokic. I think Joel Embiid going to win it, but he ain't far behind Nikola Jokic, who's already 2-time MVP. You got Jamal Murray coming back, trying to prove a point this year. MPJ, third man up. Then you got Aaron Gordon just doing his thing this year. So like I have Shai Gilgeous does good one game. I think he's going. They'll get one game. But Nuggets, if it's kind of obvious, they're going to win this series. Now we got the Phoenix Suns versus the LA Clippers. With Paul George, one of my favorite players, is being out, that kind of puts a halt to their offense. I believe that Paul George is one of their best players, and they need him to succeed in this series with going up against KD and D-Book. PG also plays defense, and that presence on defense can help. With him being out, that's going to hurt them a little bit. And I think this series depends on how Westbrook plays. If he doesn't play good, then I think the Suns is going to run away with him. And that's what I predict. I predict that the Suns is going to win this in 6 games. 6 games. All right. I need an actual bracket. Hold on. Let me see if I can find a cool bracket. As I'm pulling up this bracket, we'll talk about the next one. All right, we have the Kings and the Warriors. Kings first time back in the playoffs in a long time. De'Aaron Fox, Sabonis, they're all going crazy. Y'all going crazy over there in Sacramento, like the beam. But I still think the Warriors they're the reigning champions, and I still think they're still the team to beat. And I got them beating the Kings in 6. Let me see. Because the bracket, it doesn't show who plays next. It just shows the actual bracket. So I have the Warriors winning 6. Okay, then I have the Grizzlies. I have the Grizzlies versus. Bro, this is not. I have the Grizzlies versus the Lakers. I have the Lakers winning this series with Brandon Clark out for the year. Steven Adams out. I think AD can use his time to shine, and by him shining, and if he plays how we know how AD can play, he can truly thrive. He can truly thrive, and we can truly see him be that guy again. I have the Lakers upsetting, and that's what I believe they're going to do. Lakers going to upset. All right, so now we're on the East side. The Bucks beat the Hawks in 4. Sadly, Hawks has had a bad year. Hasn't been the best, and it just comes to an end. So they're going to get whooped in 4. I have the Cavs and the Knicks. One of the most exciting series. I have the Cavs winning this series in 4. I'm not a big believer in the Knicks, but I do believe they've been doing good this year since they added Brunson. And I believe that with Brunson being added, they have a chance. And I have the Cavs winning in 7. I still believe that, with Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen, they're a force to be reckoned with, and they cannot be stopped. And also, their first time being back in the playoffs since, I think, 2018 with LeBron. So, congratulations to them. I have the Sixers winning against the Nets in 4. The Nets is maybe 5. Because, the Nets, they're one of those teams where they don't have anybody. But, you wouldn't be surprised if they sneak a win out there. Can't find a bracket, guys. So, let me see. But yeah, I do believe that James Harden and the MVP Embiid will win this series in very quick fashion in 4, or if not, here we go. In 4, or if not, in 4, or if not, in 5. All right, then I have Boston versus Miami. Ooh, I love Miami, man. I love the way Butler plays there. He plays with his heart in his sleeve. But Boston, man, Boston gonna win this series. I got them winning in 6 games because Miami is not as good as they was last year. So I have them winning in 6 games. All right, next we're gonna have Milwaukee Bucks versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's gonna be a great series, but I still believe Milwaukee Bucks is gonna win this game. I think the Bucks will win this game in 6 games. Bucks are probably one of the team to beat out of the East, and Cleveland first time back in the playoffs. They won a series, but they can't win 2. So I have Milwaukee going there. I have Boston beating the Sixers in 7. The MVP Embiid puts up a good fight, but I still believe Boston right now they also won the finals last year. Is the team I think they're the team to beat out the East, and they win that series again. We're gonna have Denver versus Phoenix. Now I think Phoenix upsets Denver Nuggets because they have better star power with Chris Paul, D Book, DeAndre Ayton, and Kevin Durant. I think Kevin Durant will be the X factor in this series, and he will help them win that series. Maybe 6. I think 6. And now we have the Warriors versus the Lakers. LeBron versus Steph Curry and the Warrior franchise dynasty all over again. I think the Lakers will upset the Warriors with they having more size. And I think the Lakers win. They've been on a roll this past time with LeBron on his roll and AD playing the way they can do. I think the Lakers can win this game and they'll win this series, I believe, in 7. All right, now we're going to see in the conference finals, I have Milwaukee Bucks versus the Boston Celtics. And I think Boston Celtics win this series in 7. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown go off. Chris Middleton not having the best year right now. I think is going to be the reason why they lose. He's not really doing as good as we know he can be, the second best player on the team. Now is Jrue Holiday. But I believe Milwaukee will lose in 7 again. And Boston has a redemption arc and now back in the finals. And the Lakers versus the Phoenix Suns. I'm a Lakers fan. I want to be biased and say Lakers all the way, but I want to make some realistic predictions. And I'm going to pick Phoenix. And I think the Phoenix Suns will win in 6 games. KD and them is just too much for AD and LeBron, and they win in 6 games. In the finals, we have the Boston Celtics versus the Phoenix Suns, and I think the Phoenix Suns and Chris Paul gets his first ring, and KD gets a ring too, and they win this series in 7. And my prediction is the Phoenix Suns wins the whole final, and Finals MVP goes to D Book. That's what I predict. And there you have it. The Phoenix Suns will win the NBA Finals. If I'm wrong, let me know down in the comments. If y'all agree, let me know in the comments. I'm going to come back to this video and see even if before the finals, I'll also do a finals prediction to see if any of the picks that I made were right. And we're going to revisit all of this. Without further ado, man, we're going to see tonight how everything goes, and we're going to watch and see, have some good playoffs, man. I love y'all. Peace.
Don't forget about me. I'll say